Hello my friend, welcome back to Dev Diary. Today I brought 6 must-know JavaScript tips and tricks. So as a JavaScript developer, you must know these simple things to do a better development. So without much of talking, let's start first. In JavaScript, array is one of the most used data structure. So as you have already seen, I am going to slice the array in a better way. Actually, this method can be used when you want to slice an array from the start. Let me create an array first. Like this. After creating an array, I am going to change the length of the array to 4. Like this. Length equals 4. In this way, I am slicing the array to the first 4 elements. After printing, you can see I have extracted only the first 4 elements of this array. If I change this to 2, the array size will be changed to 2. So like this, you can slice array. There are several other mechanisms to slice the arrays, but this is a very simple mechanism if you want to slice an array from the start. In every programming language, we will find conditional operators. Here I am going to try if-else condition. Actually, it will be only if for this time. If you write it like this, if block, if is active, let me add some console log here like this. So if we write a code like this, the code is little bit simple in a situation like that. But what if we have some kind of many conditions to check, is active, is latest, and some other stuff? So in a case like this, we can go for a shorthand properties. The easy way of writing is like this. This is a one way. We can remove the curly braces. Still code works, but you need to make sure you only have one code blocks inside the if block. The other way is ternary operator. Ternary operator is one of the popular stuff among JavaScript developers because it makes the code is much more simpler than we write. So if you are writing conditional operators in the next time, you must consider this thing. The code will be much more simpler and easy to understand. In JavaScript, object is one another most commonly used data structure. So if you are working some kind of components, functions, and working with some kind of large data sets, you definitely have to use objects. Let me create an object first like this, and age. Okay, let me create the object first, then we can start the tutorial. Okay, right, now I created the object. So what if I want to extract one or two variables from the large object? So here I am trying to extract name and city. So to do this, I am going to use object destructuring mechanism. So this is kind of a new feature, but not much. It is kind of a recently introduced one. So here I am going to extract the name variable like this. So when I am extracting, I am not writing like in the old way, user.name, user.city. So I can simply write the code in a much simpler way like this. Actually, you will have to do it within the curly braces. After that, destructuring will happen automatically. Actually, this comes in handy if you are working with functions. Think we want to send name and city to the function to do some computations or some kind of printing stuff. Let me do a simple printing stuff right now using template strings, name and is in city. Okay, like this. After that, I'm going to call this function and execute this one. Let me do that. Oh, I forgot one thing. Actually, I forgot to add the function name like this, get data or some other thing, print data or anything. You can do it as you want. And I'm going to call this function like this in the old way, user.name, user.city. But what if I have to send several objects? Actually, several values extracted from the object. In this way, I can simply use the previous mechanism. We can bring the object destructuring into the parameter construction. So here I don't need to send everything right now. Now I only need to have use object. The destructuring will happen during the parameter construction. In this way, we will have to use the variables as defined in the object. What if we want to use some other name? Like instead of name, what if we want to use first name, last name, or some other variable name? So to do this, you can use colon and write your variable name. The new variable name will be assigned as first name and the name value will be extracted from the use object. If you write the first name now, you can see the name is changed to the first name. Actually, the defined variable is first name and the value of the name is assigned to first name during the object destructuring process. When you are working with objects in JavaScript, you definitely have to face to a situation where you want to join two objects together. In a situation like this, there are several ways of doing that, but I found the way I am going to share is much more simpler and easy to understand. So let me create two objects first, obj1 and obj2 like this, and I'm going to add watermelon here, and after that adding value, and the next one will be mango, and like this. Now I created two objects. Now I wanted to create new object which contains the content of obj1 and obj2. So now I'm going to define new object like this with curly braces, and after that I'm going to spread obj1 and spread obj2. After spreading, I am adding content of obj1 and obj2 into a new object. After printing joint, you can see the contents of both objects now contained in the joined object. So in this way, you can join any number of objects together in a very easy way. When we are working with arrays, there will be situations where you want to extract only the unique elements from array. In a situation like that, there are several ways of doing that. I found this way with recently introduced JavaScript stuff, and the code will be really simple and easy to understand. So let me share it first like this. Now I created an array with duplicate elements. Now I'm going to eliminate those duplicate elements. First, I'm going to create set. The set is, as we know already, which only contains unique elements. So let me create new set, and I'm going to add array to that. After adding, only unique elements will be remain and other duplicate elements will be eliminated. What if I print now? I only get set. I am not getting array because the data structure is now set. To convert set into array, I will have to use spread operator. Now I am going to name an array uArray, and after that inside this array I am going to destructure the set we have created previously like this. After creating after creating the array, after printing, you can see now it is array and which only contains unique elements. So this is the way you can create new array with unique elements from an array which contains duplicated elements. So these are the 6 JavaScript must know tips and tricks I wanted to share with you. Thank you for watching and subscribe my channel. Also don't forget to click on the bell icon, then you will get a notification when I am posting new video. Actually, I couldn't upload much videos recently because I was little busy, but I am planning to post new videos from this onwards. And bye for now. See you in another video. Until then, happy coding.